Thank you all for coming. Thank you very much for coming out today. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy spring, getting there. I'm State Representative Kevin Schreiber. Pleased to welcome everyone today and really honored to be here and celebrate what was another great accomplishment in our York community and another great event, an educational teaching moment for our youth throughout the York community, and what also was a great program statewide. But it's an honor to stand before you today and invite some of my colleagues up shortly to discuss our Kick Butts Day 2015. What Kick Butts is, you may ask? Communities have participated in our Kick Butts program nationally, which our community was certainly proud to be part of this year, as well as last year. This initiative helped draw attention to the very harmful effects of smoking and to highlight the important work that needs to be done to help curb smoking and the smoking habits of all of our Americans and to keep individuals from becoming new smokers. So on this year's Kick Butts Day, which was held just recently on Wednesday, March 18th, teachers, youth leaders, educators, health advocates organized these events to help raise awareness of the problems of tobacco use and to encourage our youth throughout York County to reject the tobacco industry's very deceptive marketing strategies that have been employed over the last several decades and to remain tobacco-free. Each day, here's some very sobering statistics, unfortunately, but each day 4,000 children try smoking for the very first time. 1,000 children become addicted smokers, and that's daily, 1,000 kids. Over 480,000 people are killed annually by tobacco use, with 16 million United States citizens currently suffering a smoking addiction. In 1996, the first Kick Butts Day was held, advocating a national day of activism in order to empower our youth to stand up and to educate our youth and to bring communities together to seize control against big tobacco companies. With 800 million packs of cigarettes consumed by children each year, 800 million, we must continue to ensure that our youth understand the dangers of tobacco use and to encourage them to pledge a tobacco-free life. And some may remember, and we were fortunate to do this twice now annually, at our Lincoln Charter School in York City had held a walk to school day. Many of our elected officials had taken part in it, and our health bureau, I know, was a contributing partner to that. But we had over 800 students sitting in the recess yard of Lincoln Charter, and we were able to get all 800, 700 students to pinky swear to be tobacco free. Now, everyone, of course, knows that a pinky swear is a binding contract. So we are going to check back annually and make sure that if they break that pinky swear, that there will be repercussions. We're not quite sure what the recourse is in a pinky swear contract, but we're going to work to figure that out. But hopefully we won't need to figure it out, because hopefully we can keep as many of our students throughout York County tobacco free. And obviously, we have a new front to fight as well, and new initiatives, and we do need to continue this community effort. We can't rest on our laurels. We now have the pervasive use and the accessibility and attractiveness of e-cigarettes and electronic cigarettes and vaping. Obviously, for a curbing of tobacco use, these products can be very helpful. But to attract new potential smokers, we know that they can be very harmful. So that is something I know from the legislative perspective, from the statewide, we're talking about. We're having these conversations on the accessibility, the attractiveness, and the marketing tactics that are used to get a new generation of smokers addicted to vaping and e-cigarettes. We also know that some of our largest tobacco companies are now the owners of some of our e-cigarette companies. So basically the message is that we cannot sit back, we cannot rest. We do need to continue this activism. We need to continue this informational sharing, and we need to continue to promote a tobacco-free York County and, of course, a tobacco-free Pennsylvania. So with that, I want to highlight some of our partners in Kick Butts Day 2015. First, I want to bring up Tom Smith, who is of our Penn State Agricultural Extension, and also the chairperson. Tom, you're the chairperson of the Tobacco Free Task Force, or member. So thank you very much, Tom.
Sure. Thank you. Hey, good morning, everyone. I am Tom Smith, a member of the Tobacco Free Task Force. I am here today to provide an overview of York's Kick Butts Day for 2015. As a nationwide event, Kick Butts Day utilizes a national platform to highlight the negative effects of smoking. This event serves as an outlet for tobacco-free advocates to encourage our youth to never smoke and helps to encourage current smokers to find the courage to quit for good. On Wednesday, March the 18th, students had the opportunity to partner with us in celebrating Kick Butts Day 2015. Participating schools encouraged their students to join the fight against big tobacco companies and pledge to not be a replacement smoker. Students at participating schools also had the opportunity to take selfies and upload them to social media using two hashtags, Not a Replacement and Kick Butts York 2015. The participating schools included William Penn, Ferguson, Jackson, McKinley, and the YMCA. Many people do not realize that tobacco use is the #1 cause of preventable disease deaths in the United States and around the world. In the United States, over 1,300 deaths a day are attributed to cigarette smoking. With 800 million packs of cigarettes consumed by children each year, we must continue to ensure that our youth understand the dangers of tobacco use and encourage them to pledge a tobacco-free life and not become a replacement for the big tobacco companies. With that, we're going to transition to Sean Underkoffler with the York City Bureau of Health, and he's going to share with us the details of a joint proclamation recognizing the participating schools and students. Sean.
Good morning. I'm here today representing the City of York on behalf of Mayor Bracey and also my director, Barb Kovacs of the Health Bureau. And I'm here to read the joint proclamation in recognition of Kick Butts Day, which was held March 18th, 2015. Whereas tobacco use is a leading cause of preventable death in the United States, imposing a terrible toll in terms of health, lives, and dollars on families, businesses, and government. And whereas tobacco kills more than 400,000 people each year, more than AIDS, alcohol, car accidents, illegal drugs, murders, and suicides combined. And whereas tobacco costs the United States more than $96 billion in healthcare expenditures and $97 billion in lost productivity each year. And whereas while the United States has made major progress against tobacco use, nearly 1 in 5 Americans still smoke. And each day, roughly 3,000 youth under 18 years of age trying tobacco for the first time, and more than 700 youth become new, regular, daily smokers, and 1 in 3 of these youth will die prematurely because of tobacco use. Whereas 800 million packs of cigarettes are consumed by children each year, and whereas approximately 480,000 people die each year from their own cigarette smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke, and whereas 16 million people in the United States currently suffer from from smoking caused illness, and whereas the total annual public and private health care expenditures caused by smoking is at least $132.5 billion, and whereas annual tobacco industry spending on marketing its products nationwide is $8.8 billion, or 24 million each day, with much of the marketing aimed at children, and whereas it is imperative that visible, unified tobacco cessation and prevention education efforts by community members be launched to encourage all tobacco users to become tobacco-free, and whereas businesses, government, law enforcement, schools, faith-based institutions, service organizations, youth, physicians, senior citizens, military, sports team, and individuals from all walks of life will demonstrate their commitment to tobacco-free, healthy lifestyles by participating in Kick Butts Day. Kevin?
Thank you, Sean. I would like to invite all of well, how about just everyone come on up? I want to invite the elected officials up. We have our county commissioners, Doug Hoke and Chris Riley. We have our city councilman, Henry Nixon. I ask that you guys come up and join me. We have representing the city, both Sean, Aquina, Washington. And how about would our health professionals, and Tom, come on up here. I think it's important to note Obviously, behind us, you can see some of the efforts, but I think what's not only innovative and interesting is that, of course, we've held the Kick Butts Day, but the adaptation into social media. And you can see the use of selfies, the 2 hashtags that we had. Happy to say we were a trending topic. But you can see behind us some of the selfies that have been taken throughout some of our schools. So a great way to not only engage with our younger population, but to make it fun, make it enjoyable, but hopefully make it informative and have the message as well. So I thank everyone that is here today and all of the people that couldn't be here today that really helped take part in this and make it another successful Kick Butts Day in 2015. So Sean had read the language and content of the proclamation. Proclaiming Kick Butts Day on March 18th, 2015. Now, therefore, we, our York City Mayor Kim Bracey, our York County Commissioners, and the Pennsylvania House of Representatives have designated March 18th, 2015 Kick Butts Day in Pennsylvania and encourage all of our residents of all ages to participate in tobacco cessation and prevention education activities to make a visible show of support for our strong commitment to a tobacco-free community and encouraging all youth and adults to pledge to be tobacco-free. It was signed and executed by all of us representing the county, the House of Representatives, and our city. So thank you all very much for coming out today. Really, thank you to all of the participants. Thank you to all of our educators that couldn't be here. But most importantly, thank you to the kids, the students that participated in this, that took the pictures, that had some fun with it, and that shared the information with their friends. So that's what's most important. So thank you all very much.